So today we are doing the crown chakra. And so we'll be going kind of over the physical, mental, and emotional aspect of the chakra because it's really wonderful and beautiful to know each one of them. They are so unique and so different. And then we'll also be doing the belief code clearings. So it is kind of a lot. So I'll go quick and we test our chakras. This is just a refresher. Like, so if we're testing the heart chakra, we go tap, tap out in front, and then we muscle test. So, seventh chakra, we would go tap, tap above the head and muscle test. So, tapping for the group, I get that we are strong. So, how to clear a chakra, and this one is a little unique. So, usually with when we did the insight chakra just about a month ago, we cleared with the left hand. So we're mirror image. So this is my left. It probably looks like my right to you. And we do a circle. Well, let's start around the heart. So we go from the chin to the opposite shoulder. So if you have your left hand, you go to your right shoulder. Okay, so that's the direction. So if you get that circle going, and then you just slide it up over the top of your head. Do that. Except if you are in a male body, if you are male, reverse that circle. It has to do with polarity. And if you do it the wrong way, it doesn't matter. It's still going to move energy. So we are going to clear the chakras with the left hand for a few moments. We'll shake it out, and then we will strengthen it with the right hand. And so what that does is when we go against, so the clockwise motion is the natural movement, right? Even like our energy bodies, they move. So when we go against that natural movement, it's like clearing the leaves out of a gutter drain. It's clearing the stuff that got in the way, which is sometimes why your hand can feel heavy. So then you can just shake it off. And then when you do it the right way, it's just kind of easy. It's like, oh, all the stuff's out of there, and we're just going to go, and we just feel, um, happier.
There is a question in the chat, Robin, about how to clear the back of the chakras. Do you
Uh,
do a
they
different
go,
hand?
if you clear the front, the back also clears.
Okay, thank
It's a
you.
good question. Um, but it helps for our consciousness to know because our thoughts are so powerful. Sometimes when we're just doing this, when we're thinking of them, most I think most people think of chakras just as the front, and um, but it's actually all connected, right? So when you turn the front of the wheel, the whole thing is going. But if you're only aware of half of it, I don't know, it'd be interesting to know how strong the whole thing gets cleared. But you don't have to clear the back. All right, so up here, top of the head, violet or white. So the some of the chakras that we covered or will cover have elements of water, air, um, earth and fire. So this element is thought, consciousness, time and space. It's really different. This is known as Sahasrara. I hope I said that right in Sanskrit, associated with spirituality, represented by a lotus flower with 1,000 petals. This chakra, this is why I love this one. Um, don't usually teach it first, but more towards the end. But I love that we're doing this at this time of year. This is what allows us to move beyond individual materialistic needs to connect with the universal whole. Opening this chakra brings spiritual insight, mindfulness, and the ability to live with quiet self-confidence in all aspects of life. And especially when we're super busy, it's just so helpful. The function of this crown is driven by consciousness, gets us in touch with the universal. I also love the lotus as a symbol because it's rooted, right? And just like we've done the branches and the roots, the power in opening is when we are super grounded. On a physical level, the seventh chakra relates to the brain and more particularly to the cerebral cortex, as well as the whole nervous system. So if we have any issues with the nerves, clear the crown chakra. Psychological and behavioral characteristics that this deals with is consciousness. We've already talked about that. Thought and consciousness, element of time and space. I'm going to just shake that off and start to do the positive. So we're also covering the auric layers. So the seventh auric layer is the mental level of the spiritual plane called the Caththeric Template. This is from Barbara Brennan. This body, too, is a highly structured template. It appears to her vision as composed of tiny threads of gold silver light, a very strong durability that holds the whole form of the aura together. It contains a golden grid structure of the physical body and all the chakras. So there's really this magnificence here. There's this seventh layer. Every layer is so intelligent, so vibrating, so healthy. And when we connect this, when we get this strong and connected to the universal, there's more possibility. When tuning into the frequency of the seventh layer, she perceives beautiful golden shimmering light that is pulsating so fast that she uses the term shimmering. It looks like thousands of golden threads. It's very strong and resilient. It's interesting. I just got an email today from Prune Harris talking about the aura and how beautiful and amazing. So people that can see the aura, it's just profoundly beautiful. This is the strongest, most resilient level of the auric field. And so here's all the chakras. And of course, when we did this exercise before, we want them all spinning and humming together, all working together. In the overactive mode, the seventh chakra can lead a person to have obsessive thoughts. And so they'll either live in the past or constantly think about the future, right? So there's this power in the now. Underactive or a blockage in the crown chakra tends to be rigid, selfish, and spiritually unaware. There can be a general depression, lack of joy, and loss of meaning or identity in life. The most wonderful way to heal the crown chakra is through meditation because this opens us up to the greater, and chakra clearing is very quick and powerful. So I'm not going to go all into meditation but meditation is physically fabulous. The best thing, I think the best thing in the world. Mental benefits, it's been studied. We could have a whole thing sometime on meditation, but I want to get to the beliefs. In having some sacredness in our life is wonderful, even just a little bit, like lighting a candle when you're having your morning reading or something. It can be a very simple ritual. We all do have rituals, we just don't always call them a ritual. To do something first thing in the morning that's inspiring, even if it's just for a few moments, is sets the tone for the day. I will include this video in the recording of today. it's more again about the perfection of life. So just like our auras are perfect and we're seeking to live out that perfection, this is a really profoundly beautiful video. Some of you have seen it. So we want to be connecting up where our wisdom is aware. So our wisdom, our soul, our infinite nature is like the sun above the clouds. And sometimes it's stormy, and sometimes we don't know what's going on. But when we even know that that connection is there, even if we can't see it, it helps because we're energetically connected. And then this is that Louise Hay exercise that I put in the newsletter. I could include this in the recording as well. And of course, asking for universal assistance is super helpful. We did the energy circle on the angel committees, which a couple people just mentioned as getting some really amazing assistance.